G continue their push forward to their title. Berikan Motivasi, let's go.
Thank you so much once again to the panel here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Naisu, and Berikan to bring you our final match for this series. It all comes down to this one game. It's been one heck of a series already, a back and forth and some one-sided games, but that can all go behind us as both teams focus on this last and final one. Berikan, it seems like they're all for RRQ. What do you think here? Who's got the better lineup for this game 5?
I mean, beyond the better lineup, I'm also considering momentum because it does seem like RRQ are still riding off what happened in the previous game. And that reflects in as early as 30 seconds into this deciding game. Yoon was already forced to recall and use the flicker. And if this happens time and time again, we might see another scenario of hesitation, which literally will be the biggest hindrance towards SRG playing their game, because it was already mentioned by our panelists as well. So many pieces have to come together for them to be able to pull off the better game.
It's been the case so far throughout the series, really. And a lot of that pressure still, you know, of course, like we said, the XP laners doing their part, and even down to the roaming potential, but it's going to be a little bit different because, you know, even in the gold lane, like the fact that this is a Beatrix in the hands of Innocent, this is going to be a different game than what a lot of people are used to seeing in the sense of usually Moskov in his hands. So now the game plan changes a bit for them. This whole series has been about team fighting, and this is one of the lineups that I feel like for SRG OG Esports, to make it work, they have to be able to find the right timing for things. I mean, that has been the case anytime a Kalea is there, but then as well, it might be an early fight already.
He went in with the Unbreakable. Phantom Execution already committed by Sekaiza as well, but he doesn't get to find a kill onto Edok. Only the Revitalize was forced out of RRQ in that scenario.
That's all they got. They might still go for more. They put some pressure here on Rins.
Oh, Thorn Rose damages Rins a lot, but Sutsujin Electrifying Beats also deals back enough damage to SRG OG. Such a good back and forth for both of these teams so far. No clear advantage just yet. It might happen here.
And a lot of this brings it to the first objective, the turtle. A charge up from Edok.
Oh, he flickered to go in, and the better dare strike. Things look so good for RRQ, but the objective falls into the hands of SRG OG. AOG also committed by Edok as well, but they might not get anything more out of that.
It's crazy how the fight up at the top side of the map turned into eventually that turtle. Nice little take there from Innocent. But again, it's nothing too crazy. Yes, SRG got the turtle. That's fine. RRQ gets the first blood, though, and that goes in the hands of Dyrant. Again, a lot of the trending here for the XP laners is once they get that advantage, they play into it. But still, we're seeing how both these lineups, so Ritz.
Oh, the Wings by Wings got cancelled, but still, he's alive. Like, Yums won't risk going in and potentially getting punished by RRQ, because right now they're the ones who need to do a bit of the catching up. RRQ are clearly in the lead right now. Fortunately, they're still able to somehow control majority of their lanes. Not too big of an advantage is handed over to any of the members of RRQ just yet. But the way things are going, it does seem like RRQ have less things to worry and think about. Whenever they decide to go in, they have ways to just constantly reposition themselves and get out, but now they decide to go in and commit onto the kill, maybe on Sekai, maybe on Cram, but he still has the puncture to get out. Now there is the mount coming in from Cram. They will find the kill on Dyrant instead.
Great job there from Cram to go ahead and bring Dyrant back. That's exactly why you pick up the glue in some of these instances where you can reposition for the team to take favor of that. So good play up there. He's going to get a little bit of extra damage on that turret, that extra gold that he needs to go ahead and build in on this glue. So Turtle will be up here shortly, but you know, going back to it, it's you got a couple purifies to go ahead and utilize if you're RRQ, and over on the other side, a lot of the work that they've been doing is getting those flickers down from SRG, and we could see the same thing happen from time to time before either team actually commits to the turtle. So right now, RRQ's got positioning, they've got that favorable option, but Sekai's on the Lancelot, can just kind of join into this fight, and that's why they make their way here. Cram's going to zone out Rins for now, and RRQ will pull off, and he'll go for the reset.
It could have been a 3v3, but now SRG, it seems like they're all complete. Phantom Execution already committed. They just a slight reset, but still Sakai gets the last hit. There's a penetration coming from Innocent as well, and they get to burst down Siren. They have to walk away. They already lost a member. Now SRG, this is where it works for them, and Innocent getting that kill. Massive, already granting him the early Blade of Despair.
Yep, good for him. He rotated on up. And I thought both gold laners would actually join that, but totally decided to do some extra damage to that mid turret. And the fact that the kill and the objective go over help Val. Oh no! Stormy!
Such a well-coordinated attack from Sutsujin and Rins. The first hit from the Feathered Airstrike didn't land, so it wasn't an immediate stun, but Sutsujin was there either way to supply a bit more of damage. And now what Toy has been really trying to work on is finally handed over to RRQ. That's the first turret that's taken down in this game, and if RRQ are able to keep this up, this is way too similar to how they were able to establish that dominating lead in the previous game.
Oh, here we go, concealed from Yums. He's going for it.
That's the Flicker title strike into the Medic Rage for Tyrant, gets bursted down once again. The Kalea Beatrix combo has been working too well for SRG so far in terms of getting the pickoffs, even in the tankiest heroes. But now Yums still trying to go for it. Toy will just try to damage that tier 2 turret a bit, but they might have to walk away now. These are 4 members of SRG OG who might try to go for the chase. Now they try to lock down onto Edok. Doesn't have a way out. No, actually has the AOG. Doesn't need a flicker or anything to just reposition out of there.
Well, they want this turret.
Yeah, but they might have to hand over this turret, not unless they really want to fight for it. Now Edok pays with his life.
A great shot from Innocent. I'm not sure if they'll get more, but they've been down on this bottom side of the map quite a bit. Good clearing up there on top too. Cram in trouble.
That's a decent amount of damage, but another Bennett's Rage to burst down Tyrant. Always the victim of the Bennett's Rage. Electrifying beats from Sutsujin, though nearly taking down Innocent, but he has the flicker. Phantom Execution doesn't land as well, and they just get a bit of information, but will have to let go of this turtle for now.
They fought really hard for all of this in the last minute. They spent so much time on this side of the map. They'll get the objective. They'll take a little bit more. Sakai's holding Edok here. And SRG, they're in a good position now. You're seeing where that power spike for them is starting to come online. Innocent is starting to be a problem. He's got the 3 kills now as well.
Yep. It's these 2 guys up top. It's Yums and Innocent.
It's the boys.
It's the boys. The way they're just so coordinated so far in this game, it's doing wonders for SRG OG. I feel like this is the most coordinated we've seen them so far. Sutsujin barely surviving that. Sakai's will he decide to dash in once again. There's the electrifying beat! Just barely touches the Thornrose.
Hold on for a little longer because Sutsujin getting really close there. Endless battle now picked up for Sakai. So there's going to be a fight.
Oh, Tsunami Slam committed onto Tyrant again, but has the flicker. Doesn't get to receive the Menace Rage this time, but again, Edok's brought back, but has the AOG to also get away. So SRG aren't able to convert that into a kill yet again, but Toy, decent amount of damage already coming in. Riz, wings by wings! Dodges the Renner's apathy. Such a close fight between these 2 so far.
I think they want more. They're going to be focusing on Cram. Now they want control of this tier 1 up top, but it should be cleared up. Sakai's is here. He's going to go for it.
Doesn't land the Phantom Execution, but has enough damage to deal with Rins. Okay, who would have thought? SRG, even despite the situation, they have other members to rely on to go for the surprise attacks. And so RRQ, they might have to consider that and not be too complacent in terms of grouping up together, in as much as that's how they really utilize the strengths of their lineup.
Big item pickup here too for Cram. A Radiant Armor now available. Some of that magic resist going to play into the part. They're going to go for the slam.
Edok is the target once more here. Receives the Bennett's Rage once again and gets blasted by SRG OG. That's a successful pickup for their team right as the Lord has spawned in the bottom lane. But if you look at majority of the other members or the teams, it's just pretty equal. It's mostly really on the EXP lane, which I feel SRG OG was really keen on trying to shut down. Phantom Execution towards Rinse and Toy, but Tyrant gets bursted down once again. Sutsujin goes in, but might just have to disengage. stage. Innocent, he flickers in. He knew he had the damage.
He knew he had it, but now they don't have a jungler. And right now, RRQ, even without Dyron, they could go ahead, set things up for their favor. Unless SRG does something about it. AOG in the mid lane, Cram.
AOG to the face. Doing a great job at surviving and
Innocent.
sustaining, but Sutsujin might come from the side, try to burst down a couple members here from SRG OG, but now Innocent with the Renner could only do so much. I feel like he just switched it a moment ago, so he couldn't dish out that much damage if he doesn't target it well enough. Oh, but he wasn't in the range of the Bennett's rage. That saved Edok.
Sutsujin looking for more, gonna go under the turret with the beats, under the tier 1, but stopped in his tracks. And it has been a back and forth, all of this, between both the teams. But the positioning now for this Lord here is RRQ.
Yeah, I have to say the knockups coming in from Yumes have been very, very crucial though. Either in looking for the targets to set up with a Tsunami Slam or just to literally deny RRQ from chasing down the other members of SRG OG, similar to what happened with Sutsujin earlier right now. But there's the Feathered Airstrike, another two-man knockup coming in from the title strike. Toy, unfortunately, is the first to fall for RRQ. You do not want that.
Sutsujin, he can still come in from that backside, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks. Cram will zone them out. It might come down to a retribution battle if they decide to go for it.
Oh, Rins, will he cast his ultimate right now? Gets threatened here by Sakai as he goes in. AOG out for Edok, but they find the kill on Dyron. Now Sutsujin might not find the right angle to go in anymore. He's only left alone here as SRG take the Lord.
A great team fight, a great juggle around that Lord for SRG. They did lose the Holy Shield up top to the minions pushing in, but nonetheless, they won that fight. They get the objective. We'll take a look at the instant replay again from STC. This was really good. They zoned out the right members of this fight. Sutsujin didn't have an angle to go for it. I mean, he sees Cram and he's like, I can't go for this. And then they held that Lord from going into a complete reset to be able to secure it. And now they're at the base of RRQ.
Yep. That pull yourself together for Yumes is becoming such a problem. Like, he almost always has his flicker to threaten RRQ, to keep them on their toes, and for Rins to just not be able to dish out the Feathered Airstrike as often as he wanted to. Even in that moment where he has the vision on the objective, he just couldn't because too many members of SRG OG could decide to dive in at any given moment. And I feel that that's what makes up majority of the idea of their lineup too. It's literally formation breaking, formation breakers for SRG OG.
Man, if we look at this, the items too, Dyron, what a roller coaster of a series.
Yep.
Like, this game, he's been pretty much just stopped. He is a punching bag for SRG OG Esports to go ahead and utilize because he has been constantly picked off. He doesn't have much defense at all. He's got the blade armor, but that's about it. And a little extra defense. Now, that might be somewhat okay in consideration he's playing a Phobius, but if you're picked off with the Tsunami Slam and then immediately deleted, then the value of you being the XP laner, being that kind of front body other than Edok, puts Edok in that situation where a lot of times he's the one trying to get away, disengage with the Avatar of the Guardian instead of engaging with it. So it's been a really good just decision-making from SRG to play around the fact that, they have this Kalea and even down to the Traction Pulse, but also the fact that Cram is just so damn tanky that you can't really deal too much with him. And he's built this glue up really well. He's also now got an immortality. I mean, look how much damage this guy has taken. Yeah. He can basically go 1v5 on the glue and be okay for the most part, until RRQ gets to the point, itemization-wise, where they catch up. Now, how long is that? Probably another 5 minutes or so. Like, they need to get there. At least for Toy, he is on par with Innocent. And imagine, Innocent's got 5 kills. That's really good for Toy, but if he's taken out early, you lose a lot of that.
Cyclone Eye into his death! Dyron did not anticipate that, but Sakai's, they find the kill onto Toy as well. Sutsujin gets to trade out Sakai's, but that's an exchange of 3.
It's a 3-to-1 trade, Brigida, right now. SRG, they know the shield is down. They're going to push into the base turret.
Oh, Purify already used there by Rins. He had to dodge the traction
gonna end it.
balls.